a question about you for mixing actually. So your mixing process, do you mix as you go, or do you mix? Do you kind of get a demo of the song, bring everything to zero, and then mix from there?
No, I mix as I go. I can't deal with listening to something if it's not mixed. Just making a beat and the snare is too loud, I'm just gonna leave it like that for the next 30 minutes. Are you kidding me? I gotta turn it down.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I do the same thing, and I'm fascinated. I guess though the difference is you and I do everything ourselves, whereas opposed to like, you maybe like a producer that would then send it to a mixer. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Because then they run it through their analog board or something like that. You know what I mean? Where it starts at zero. And I've always been
Hmm.
fascinated with that idea because I kind of would like to try it to some degree, but it's like how am I gonna hear I create as I go, so it's like this whole like, oh, I want reverb on this guitar, am I not gonna throw the reverb on now, like, you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'll try it one day. What are
I
your
sent
thoughts on that?
I sent stems for what? So because they had somebody doing the final mix, so then
Okay,
I was sending like dry stems to them, but
but how does
I
that
think
work?
it was leveled.
How do they get a feel for that, like if like, so for example, like you don't throw the echo on a guitar kind of thing, or how does that work?
Yeah, I don't. It's like dry stems, like very little processing, especially yeah, no reverb, no delay, like all of those sends, those are kind of gone.
So you
I
mix it first, and then they say, hey, I kind of like how this sounds, and then you take all that stuff off, and the mixer ends up adding his own to it.
Yeah, and then they
I
kind
see.
of use mine as like the reference.
I see.
So they just polish up like pretty much what I did.
Yeah.